Welcome to Mindful Musings, where you're invited to join in mindful reflections that encourage and deepen connections with self and others. Help build a culture of caring, create a life of purpose, and face challenging transitions in an atmosphere of unity.
Wisdom. Wisdom is the guardian of our choices. It helps us to discern the right path at the right moment. It gives us clarity of thought and deeper understanding. We use our best judgment, resisting the pull of impulse and desire. Wisdom gives us the maturity and patience to make sustainable decisions. We seek knowledge, enter reflection, and open ourselves to inspiration. We consider carefully, then act confidently. Wisdom takes us beyond thought to a deeper knowing. Wisdom grounds us in grace. I, wisdom, am mistress of discretion, the inventor of lucidity of thought. Good advice and sound judgment belong to me. Perception, strength. It's from Proverbs 8:12-14. The practice of wisdom. I make discerning choices. I resist distracting impulses. I listen to my better judgment. I reflect before I act. I seek spiritual guidance. I trust my deepest truth. I'm thankful for the gift of wisdom. It is the messenger of my soul. How is wisdom speaking to you today, Lynda?
Well, it's really interesting to me in light of the conversation that you and I just had, the cup emptying we did, in regards to our project and where we are and what it looks like for us. And the intention was what will give us the confidence to move forward. And I just, wow.
Mm-hmm.
It's the guardian of our choices. So, and helping us to discern the right path at the right moment. It was really great. And using our best judgment, resisting the impulse, the pull of impulse and desire. I think that that's so important because things come up and it is really, I find that often the pull of impulse comes so frequently from news that throws us off balance, surprises, that trigger that protective fear responses in us. When I think about when somebody says something that I want to, reply to end that conversation in a hurry, or let's not go that way, or whatever. And the desire to, act from that place of protection, self-protection, of not wanting to face the fear, and talk about it and work it through to that place of real understanding, to have that maturity and the patience to have those conversations that can lead to sustainable decisions. What does that mean, sustainable? And I think for me, the most important thing is that the relationships remain sustainable. That even if it means that people decide that they're not going to continue the relationship with the same connections, it's still sustaining the relationships in the way that sustaining each individual's integrity within the relationships, to be able to agree that that's really what's important, even if it means, and I've had to in my life separate. I've had 3 lifetime commitments that didn't end up being the way I thought they would be for my lifetime. But in the end, I still, have had to make difficult choices to be able to hold on to my integrity and let go of somebody so that they could hold on to theirs while each of us did our own spiritual work. And that's not easy, to do that. So, that being, seeking the knowledge. And sometimes that means going in directions that we had no idea we were going to end up going in. And then entering reflection and being open to the inspirations that come. But it's that line, consider carefully, then act confidently. And, I think that that's what we do when we have the conversations like we had this morning, when we do our virtues picks together, when we empty our cup and have these important conversations. So I think that that's what continues to ground us in grace in what we're doing moving forward and keeps us from panicking. We don't get it as fast as we thought they would, or yeah. That's how it's speaking to me today.
Well, Liz, I am just loving the sense of faithfulness that I'm feeling about your path and the flexibility of that. So I really, it just, there's a real honoring of the spirit in there for me and you and for everyone involved. So I really appreciate that. And I love your reflections initially on just the perfection of this pick in relation to our intention.
Thank you, Barbara.
Thank you, Lynda.
How is wisdom speaking to you today?
Right from the depths of my soul, it feels like, this is reaching up and saying yes. The intention we set for this pick being what will help to guide clarity in light of what's developing all around us, and the climate, the culture, the climate, and what's going on around us. How do we stay focused? How do we stay healthy? How do we stay on track? So what a perfect pick. I mean, I feel so supported by the universe right now. And I'm grateful to have this kind of guide, like a beacon, like a lighthouse beacon on the outside, but also on the inside. We have wisdom in the world, but we also have the wisdom that reaches up from inside of us and speaks to us and helps to guide our own journey. So I'm in awe, but I'm not surprised. It just feels like a really grounded reminder that we are on the right track. That's how it speaks to me.
Barbara, I'm hearing that deep commitment, the groundedness, the confidence, the incredible respect for awe, for faith, your trust. It's and your joyfulness to be in that place and space.
Thank you, Lynda.
You're welcome. Thank you. Thank you for joining us in Mindful Musings today. We always welcome courteous and respectful feedback in the comments section below. And if you enjoyed spending time with us, Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. And if you're interested in joining us online, click the link to visit our site, synergyetc.ca. Today, we are using the Virtues Reflection cards with permission from virtuesmatter.com. A live link is provided in the description box below this video for information on purchasing the downloadable phone app and/or a physical deck of cards.